abortion might just be one of the most serious yet sensitive subjects of the present age. Whenever it comes up, we can quickly get heated, abandoning grace and saying terrible things to the very people we are called to love. Regardless of our disagreements, no matter the intensity of our feelings, we must love first, as our Father loved us and gave himself up for us while we were still sinners. See, God knew each and every one of us before we were even formed in the womb. He saw our unformed bodies, all our days written down before even one of them came to be. Each and every one of us, born and unborn, healthy or impaired, are of equal and infinite value in God's eyes, for we were all made in God's image. And we are explicitly taught that we must never murder, which means to take an innocent life. The Bible is so clear. God unequivocally opposes abortion. To God and to Christians, abortions represent a double tragedy because they not only end the life of an innocent baby, but they inflict physical, emotional, and spiritual harm on the mother. Women with unplanned pregnancies are often in desperate situations, one of two choices open to them, neither of which are without pain and suffering. The first is to suffer the unwanted pregnancy and bring a child into potentially traumatic circumstances. The second is to end the child's life, often unaware of the impact it can have on her body and mind, including a scarred uterus, increased risk of future miscarriage, PTSD, and more. Countless young women are placed in horrible situations like this, be it family violence, financial instability, serious trauma, shame, or fear of the future, because we are living in a deeply broken, sinful world. And that's not including the more extreme scenarios, like those where the mother's life is in danger. These are not selfish people or calculating monsters. These are women in need of compassion, not hostility or contempt. And thankfully, that's what Jesus thinks too. Throughout his ministry, Jesus showed boundless compassion for all sorts of people, both the hurting and those living in sin. He taught us that we are to mourn with those who mourn, not shout at or shame them. Though we must oppose the evils of abortion, we are also called, by the love and grace of God, to reach out to these women and offer them a better way. As Christians, we want anyone facing an unplanned pregnancy to know that they can walk through any church doors and turn to any one of us for loving, compassionate, and practical support. We want all women suffering from abortion grief and all who have coerced or encouraged women to have abortions to know that, like any of us, they can turn to God for healing, forgiveness, and help. As we've been promised in his word, he heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds.